news, everyone?
M. Night's version was awful of the Last Airbender. Well, that sucks, bro. Also, look at down here now. Now the time and date is down here. That's right. That bad boy's all over, so you can always know. Almost. I believe I have like 1 or 2 scenes that it's not on, so. All right, let's go ahead and get into this first one. This was dropped in by, I believe, Cyclo. This is a trailer for Party Animals and Call to the Lamb doing a little collab. Actually, hold on. Give me 1 second. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I just want to be able to. I wanted to have these over on the side because there was a lot of people dropping a lot of things. I want to make sure I'm recognizing the right people here. I thought it was a masterpiece. T Lao? Uh-oh. No, it's going down in the chat. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for this little collab collaboration. I was gonna say cross something. I can't think of what the term is, but let's go ahead and take a look here. Oh my god. All right, well. I mean, it wasn't much, but new Lamb game, kind of. So not really. So there's a game called Party Animals, and they're doing a collaboration with Call to the Lamb, so they're going to be bringing the lamb over. T-Lab. There you go. I was like, T-Lao? T-Lab. Yeah. Call to the Lamb is great. It was one of the ones that was on my PS5 when I was like going through and cleaning up some space for my Last of Us remaster. And I was like, I think I might keep that one on there. It's a good one. I like that one a lot. I don't know much about Party Animals. I thought Party Animals looked okay. But pretty cool that they're doing a little collaboration. All right, let's keep on going. All right, Japan is becoming the 5th country to land on the moon. Japan's uncrewed moon sniper lander has encountered a serious technical issue with its solar cells immediately after touching down on the lunar surface, which could see its lithium-ion batteries run dry in a matter of hours. Okay, well, this doesn't sound quite as chipper as I thought it would be.
It's outrageous, egregious, preposterous.
What's up, Hapless? Hopefully you are doing well. The Japanese space agency JAXA, I don't know how you say that, JAXA? Smart lander, the space agency's... Hey, no problem, Tidal, no problem. Get that swole in, my dude. The Smart Lander for Investment Moon spacecraft, known colloquially as the Moon Sniper or SLIM, launched in September 2023 with a mission to perform the most accurate lunar landing in history. According to JAXA, missions to the moon usually attempt to touch down within 7 to 10 kilometers of the desired landing point using autonomous systems that compare images of the moon's surface with maps stored aboard the descending spacecraft. Slim, meanwhile, was set to target the landing within 100 meters of his desired landing site. The edge of the impact site, known as the Shiloh crater, which is located in the Mare Nectaris region near the lunar equator. Holy moly. I thought they were going to talk about how Japan has landed on the moon, but apparently this is going into this very specific lander. All right. Well, I think that they're going on about like what happened and some of the issues and stuff, but I mean, whatever. So I guess the headline is probably true, but I don't know. Who knows? There you go. All right, let's move on. This one was less interesting than I had previously hoped. I heard it landed upside down. Is that true? Are you pulling my leg here? Because it did sound like there was definitely some technical issues. That's what the report said. Oh, okay. Listen, I believe you, man. I'm just trying to make sure, you know. Yeah, it sounded like there was definitely some issues there, but I was hoping it was going to be more of like they did this and, you know, some accomplishments and stuff. And it was like, yeah, they totally did it, but it was stupid. And here's why. And I was like, oh man, this is not as uplifting as I had hoped. Speaking of being a downer, Alec Baldwin is being charged again with involuntary manslaughter in the fatal Rust shooting. Yeah. So rocket science ain't exactly easy. That's probably true, man. That's probably true. That story was wild, right? I'm kind of confused. I guess we'll have to read, but I felt like he was getting charged before, and then he was not. He was like he didn't get convicted or anything. So I thought that he was fine, but and then like how do you get charged again? I'm not exactly sure, especially because they're saying Baldwin is looking at up to 18 months in prison if found guilty, which seems like not enough. A little over a year for involuntary manslaughter. All right. Alec Baldwin is facing yet another involuntary manslaughter charge related to the death of Rust cinematographer Halyna Hutchins. Halyna Hutchins. Okay. Hutchins died on the set of the still yet to be released film Rust after a Colt 45 revolver discharged a live round while in the 30 Rock star's hand. What a stupid, just whatever. Baldwin was then hit with the involuntary manslaughter charges in January 2023, with prosecutors alleging that the star had not taken proper precautions before pointing the weapon at somebody on the set. At the time, the star had, and his defense pointed the blame at the revolver, suggesting that it had malfunctioned, and Baldwin stated that he did not pull the trigger. What's happening, Plenty? Welcome on in. Wasn't that the prop accident? Yeah, the one where he accidentally shot the apparently the cinematographer. How is a prop malfunction manslaughter? It's not. That's the point. Well, because it wasn't intentional, right? That's why they're putting it in as involuntary, right? Who was in charge of it? It was supposed to loaded with blanks, right? And but I guess they're kind of pointing at him as being the fall person for not checking it. How are there even charges? Because somebody has to, right? You have to. Somebody has to get charged. It should be the prop crew. Man, I don't know. I don't know who the person who's supposed to be who was supposed to be the person who checks, right? You should never be pointing the gun at anybody, I guess, is kind of their point, right? Murder is intentional, right? Yeah, but who got charged in the Brandon Lee one then, man? I didn't know. I'm legitimately asking. All right. Although those charges were dropped in April of 2023. Okay, so the original ones were dropped. Variety now reports that the actor may be indicted. Investigators continue past the decision in spring last year, with prosecutor Kari Morrissey and Jason Luis having sent the Colt 45 off to forensics testing for closer analysis. The results they and their experts say suggest that the weapon only could have been fired if the trigger was pulled. It was a settlement. Okay, so what they're alleging is the reason why it's an issue is because they're saying that my dude may have pulled the trigger, which is a bad look. Shouldn't have been pointing at people, right? Shouldn't have been pointing at people and then also pulling the trigger. I think that's what we're taking away from this, right? The fatal accident was the consequence of the hammer being manually retracted, so it's fully rearward and cocked port position followed at some point by the pull or rearward depression of the trigger. Oh my god, what is this mumbo jumbo about how a gun works? This is so that part is I'm gonna go ahead and let's just move on. Baldwin's attorneys Luke Nikas and Alex Spiro issued a brief statement to Variety regarding the new charges. We look forward to our day in court. Oh, great. And Baldwin can serve up to 18 months in prison. Okay, so whatever. I guess this all is just like I was kind of interested to see what happened with the original charges and then what happened with these ones. Pretty cool stuff as far as information. Not the murder part, but also kind of going through with everybody. Then there was an actor back in the 80s who accidentally shot himself with a prop gun. Yeah, and I guess technically, like, I guess what they're saying partially is that the actor who is using the weapon probably should be like that. They're probably saying that they need to be like trained, but then they also need to be like making sure that they're verifying as well with the weapon, like making sure that it's not loaded. And then I guess the last thing is that, you know, not pointing it at people and pulling the trigger, right? So I guess that's kind of what they're going to allege against him. It may not even do anything. It may not be anything. I don't know, man. No proof of criminal negligence. And here, with Alec Baldwin, there's evidence that the person in charge of the firearm master failed, and terribly so. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it ends up playing out. They want publicity. I mean, maybe, man. I think they're just trying to find something. It sounds pretty flimsy. Yeah, but it sounds like they're trying to do something. Like they're sending it off to like get tested, and they're saying that, oh, it only would have fired if somebody pulled the trigger. So I think that's kind of what they're gonna try and blame it on. Again, I'm just going off of what very little information I'm getting here. Why they're not going after the arms master? That's probably true too. Like I said, I guess I'm feeling a little bit ignorant on how everything works on sets, of course, on movies. Your boy's not in movies. I don't know. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm wondering if they're going after Baldwin because he was supposed to have been the person who was in charge of handling the firearm safely at that point. And maybe they're kind of saying that he wasn't using it safely. Should be crew safety issue. Yeah, I think I probably agree with that. I don't necessarily agree that Baldwin is at fault. I just think that if they're saying like there's somebody who has to be at fault, maybe that's why they're like pointing at him. Why is there live ammo on set at all? That's actually a great question. There should not be, in any of these kind of situations, right? For fun, and they shouldn't have. Is that for real? They had it on set just for fun in the Twilight Zone movie. Bro, I don't remember the Twilight Zone that well. Two child actors. Wait, what? Is this like a story in the Twilight Zone, or is this like a real is this a fictional or a non-fiction story, Ron? I feel very confused. Literally landed on them. What? Well, I feel like, I don't know, that seems like a very different kind of circumstance, if you ask me, but a Twilight Zone movie. Okay, so this is a real thing that happened while they were shooting this. I didn't know if you were saying like, they had this story in the Twilight Zone movie or something that's similar or whatever, and then I was like, oh, okay, I could go along with this. But no, it sounds like you're saying there was going to be a Twilight Zone movie and now there's not, probably because there was some catastrophic accident on set. Jesus, man. Man, I've already finished my coffee too. Damn. Yeah, I just wondered, like, that's a hard one to like pinpoint on one specific person, because of, well, not on one specific person. It's hard to point at like negligence because of it. I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to hear everything, to I at least have form my own opinion on it. But of course, everybody's. When I was in film. Ooh, hit us with that. I was in film? Damn. When I was in. The firearms master ensured all arms are maintained and safe. They check it, empty it, or with blanks. They and the AD check them before giving the weapon to the actor. The actor checks to make sure it's unloaded or it has blanks. Okay, so yeah, it sounds like they probably should be going after, if they're going to go after Baldwin, they should be going after the firearms master as well. Maybe both at that point. It seems like that's how they should have been doing it, right? Not going one, like, or just going after the firearms master. Yeah, that sounds like a really reasonable way of putting it. I appreciate the insight. That's again kind of how I would assume, but without being there, I don't know. They were flying the chopper too low while the pyrotechnics were going off. It's getting swept under the rug. Yeah, this seems to be putting at least a little bit of a spotlight on it. Technically, the AD should be involved too. Yeah, I think there could be. To me, it seems like this is like one of those things where you could have tons of people named in the charges, right? It doesn't have to be one person. They don't have to be Oh, it was only Alec Baldwin. I mean, listen, I'm saying they could still put him in there. Yeah, it feels like, I mean, I don't know if they have like a safety issue, but they definitely have to kind of figure out, like, with some of these kinds of things, especially this, they definitely have to figure out what their firearms stuff is, which is crazy too. You think about like a movie like John Wick, and which I've only seen the first one, but I've seen clips of the other John Wick films. There's so much guns happening in there, so much guns shooting, and nobody getting shot. So there, it seems like specific crews and stuff and productions are doing things better than others. So scapegoating one person wouldn't address a problem. Yeah, that's fair, man. All right, sorry, I wanted to. I didn't know we were gonna get on a tangent on this one. Kind of glad we did. I got to hear some pretty cool, sides of things and some interesting things. There's an old one, but David Halls, the first AD assistant director, has filed as a no plea. You mean a no contest plea, right? Let me open this. Oh, of course, things want to play immediately on abcnews.com for variety. Listen, I only know because I may have had to file a no contest plea before in my life. Oops. Okay, so it sounds like, yeah, at first both of them were being charged. And so the film's armorer, which is I think the same thing as the guns master, and the first the AD, the first AD were also. So there was quite a few. There was a couple other ones, but for whatever reason they're only going after Baldwin now, huh? The Twilight Zone movie was a Steven Spielberg film. Really? Damn. The case ended in a settlement too. Damn. David Hall apparently got a misdemeanor. Really? Huh. How about criminal negligence? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I guess I wouldn't have expected, but I am glad to see that the other guys were at least at one point they were trying to hold them accountable, but it seems like that has really gone out the window at this point, and they are exactly what Ron's saying, kind of scapegoating Alec Baldwin. Again, I was kind of confused on how he was getting charged with this after he had already technically charged and they had dropped it. Maybe you can, as long as the suit was dropped before. Oh, excuse me. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close out of that one, but go ahead and we can keep on following up on this in the chat if you would like. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into this next topic real quick as well. Excuse me, man. I feel like I've got a little something going on. All right. So I'm sure everybody's probably heard, but Pal World has came out and has had a huge weekend, selling 5 million at the time of writing this. I believe it's been more now, and overtakes Cyberpunk 2077 in Steam's most played games list. If you haven't seen Power World, it is everybody is referring to it as Pokemon with guns, but it is like an open world Pokemon with guns. I've seen a little bit of people playing it and stuff. It looks fine. Power World's astonishing success swelled over the weekend with the Pokemon with Guns survival and crafting game shooting up Steam's most played games list and selling millions more copies. Interesting. I didn't think they were going to say shooting. That seems A, because we're talking about guns, and B, because we're talking about Alec Baldwin. So Pikachu with an 8K. Who made the joke the other day? Peak AK Chew. Someone made this joke the other day. That's what the article stated. Hey Vash, what's happening, dude? Overslept on my nap. Good. I'm glad you got a little extra nap in there, man. Having a blast. I've seen you've been playing it, man. I'm glad to hear that you have had a good time with it. It's closer to Ark Survival. Yeah, I was gonna say. I just know that's kind of the lead in for everybody is just that Pokemon part, and then it's everything else, you know. But yeah, it looks fun. It doesn't look. I don't think it looks like bad or anything. It just looks fun, right? And that's just me saying it. So you may have gotten way more into it, Title. So I'm glad to hear that you've been enjoying it. Like I said, I saw you were playing it the other day, and I was like, all right. I just think these kind of things are huge, where it's like it's going crazy. So yeah, I just wanted to bring this up because I was shocked at how well it's doing. And like I said, I know it looks like it's pretty fun and whatever, but I didn't expect it to do as well as this has been. So this has been crazy. Cool. Let's keep on moving now. Oh, this one was awesome, and just reminds me of how much this Halo show is totally gonna be great, guys. I gotta go actually. Hey Ron, thank you so much for coming and hanging out, bro. It's been great talking with you, man, and we will see you soon, man. We'll love you, bro. Missing out on a huge market, and Power World is filling the gap. I saw an article that specifically was saying that Power World's success is coming a lot from Pokemon's Pokemon fans what was the word they used? Their frustration, essentially. I should look at exactly what the headline was. Power World's success is partially born from Pokemon fans' discontent. And I was like, damn, felt. Yeah, and I have a thing after that. Do I have that one in here still? Oh yeah, you put that one in there. Oh, no. Did we not put it in here? We didn't probably put it in here. So I'll talk about it real quick too while we're here, but before we get into the next one. But that there was a mod for Power World that made everything into like Pokemon and stuff, and it got shut down quick. Nintendo came for that person quick. But you can see how much people are like, as soon as things like that are coming out, they're like, well, it'd be cool if it was Pokemon. So they just mod it into being Pokemon, and they're like, and Pokemon's like, no. You don't get to have it like you want it. Older audience? Wait. The Power World is the older audience? Because it's definitely, I mean, I think they're just talking about like older Pokemon fans, right? Are just getting upset about how bad Pokemon games have been, right?
With the 27 months.
Oh, Jenna, what's up? Thank you so much for the 27 months. Holy moly. Wow, triplets. Good Christ. I never would have thought the day. Yeah, Jenna, how are you doing? How is university going for you? Sorry, I scratched the absolute shit out of my elbow here. I just didn't want it to bleed everywhere. Damn. I feel so unprepared. Yeah, how is university? How are the eyeballs doing, you know? Just in general, not specifically your eyeballs, of course. Got food poisoning? Thriving. Hey. You keep on living your best life. A bunch of exams sucks. Food poisoning sucks. Damn. You living. That's true. That's true. That's what Jenna be doing. She be out there living. All right. Sorry. I wanted to talk shit about the Halo show again. Halo actor Pablo Schreiber. If you don't agree with the helmet coming off in the show, you don't like our show. Hate to break this to you, bro. I don't think people like your fucking show anyway, man. Halo actor Pablo Schreiber has doubled down on his stance on the Master Chief helmet off, helmet on debate, insisting it's impossible to like the show if you don't like the fact the super soldier takes his helmet off. Last week, the Halo TV show reignited the debate about the controversial decision for Master Chief to remove his helmet in the series. The eyeballs are good. Probe some good eyes. I'd love to hear that, though. That's a weird comment to make, right? Slightly scratched some corneas. It's okay. They scraped mine back. Hey, they'll probably be all right, right? Eyes are resistant. I treat mine like absolute shit, and I can still see. Not well, but we love a probing. We do love a probing. Oh goodness. Is my elbow done bleeding now that I scratched the shit out of it? As long as it's not too deep, of course. Right. There's a level before it gets ridiculous. Come on, guys, of course. I guess I would question what is too deep, like are we measuring, do we need to measure it in centimeters? Like is you know what I'm saying? What news is this? What do you mean? we're finding out how, what is too deep of a probing, I feel like that's news, right? Micrometers, really, actually. Oh my god. Are we sure though? Well, how many micrometers is too many? Micrometers. Is micrometers a real fucking thing, bro? This doesn't sound real. This sounds made up. Are we sure? A unit of length. Oh, damn, it really is. This is not one we use over here in the US of A. When it don't go in no more. That's right. It's real. Well, listen, I mean, okay, but it's not real for the US of A, The far superior system. Listen, we're not saying it's not. It's just, listen, I'm slightly ignorant. I'm not here to tell you I'm not. Oh, you never You never heard of a 9 mil gun? All of a sudden, bro, I don't know shit about guns. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you, my friend. Shit. Why would do I look like Mr. Gun Guy, bro? Come on, man. Come on, man. All right. Sorry, I just wanted to. So, has anybody watched this Halo show real quick before I move on from this one? You've been out there touching the grass. Every so often, I like to get a little grass in between the fingies, like this. Consider the grass touched. Damn, I love to hear that too. I mean, I've heard. Yeah, I agree with what Vash says. Yeah, that's like a millimeter, not like a micrometer. I know that meters exist, my friend. I'm not saying that both meters. I know they're both meters. I guess we were surprised that micrometer. Well, I was surprised micrometers was a real thing, you know? Micrometers. So micro machines ain't nothing. Got it. Micro machines. Damn. All right. You got me, Cyclo. Micro machines were sick actually back in the day. Listen, I know what the word micro means. I just didn't know there was a micrometer. I feel like I would like to know a poll. People in the U.S., the U.S. of A. How many of them knew? How many of them would say micrometers is a real thing? 1 micrometer equals 1,000 millimeters. That makes sense. I think that's the same thing, Vash. I think listen, we're the ignorant idiots here. I understand. Pico is smaller, used in electronic measurements. Oh, really? Other way around? What? What you mean? Don't even know my own system. Oh, you've got us effed up. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Switch to the metric system, but you know it'd be so hard for us, right? The UMEZ. Right, that's the one. I saw it when I looked it up. Don't even know. Yeah, you got it though. You understand it, Jenna. You know what you meant. I mean, listen. All right, let's fuck off on Halo. I don't really care anymore. I felt like I was gonna talk about it, but I don't think we're done. Shit. I already talked about how that show sucks and nobody watches it, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. You missed Space Crash news. That's right, Plenty. I thought of you as well, but also I thought of why the hell were they? Man, I don't know. They always make everything kind of like. They try to jargon everything up just a little too hard, you know. They don't want to be, I don't know. But did you hear about the Japanese what the hell is it called? Oh my god, why am I blanking on this one now? Space Crash. That's right. Was it Japanese? Lunar Lander. that kind of crashed. Hard to tell. So if you got a toenail that's 3 millimeters, it's 3,000 micrometers. Understand? I've read the news. All right. Well, listen. I mean, I didn't until I saw it. So heard. My hair, it's gone. Why? What's happening, Casper? Welcome on in, bro. Something tells me it's not because of my love of space. Michaela Lemon, what's happening? Welcome on in. Boop, boop, boop. Doo, doo, doo. We'll get into this next one in just a second. Yes, only the space love only. You buzz it? Oh, damn. I guess I didn't ask. I didn't even ask. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into this next one though. So Riot Games is laying off 530 people, or 11% of its staff, Axe's Riot Forge label. So this one was dropped in here by our good friend Tidal. He also had another thing after this that kind of talks about I think it's the severance stuff. No more long hair? Really? Interesting. Riot Games is laying off roughly 530 people, about 11% of its global workforce, in a move that the company says is necessary and not to appease shareholders. I don't know. In a letter to staff shared publicly, Riot Games CEO A. Dillon explained that the layoffs are occurring because since 2019, the company has been making a number of big bets, broadening our portfolio and growing quickly, with the company size doubling in just a few years. We swear it's not to appease the shareholders. So many layoffs. It's nonstop. However, those big bets did not seem to be paying off in the way Riot hoped. So I'm not going to go through their open letter or whatever. If you want to go through any of that stuff, you can. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to bring this up because of this. This is something we've been talking about, is all these fucking layoffs. There's so goddamn many. But I did see that this one that Tidal dropped as well. This person posted, "This is genuinely one of the nicest severance packages I've ever seen. Layoffs are unfortunate, but this is a wonderful gesture by Riot, in my opinion." So let's just see exactly what they mean by this. Rioters whose roles are going away and who aren't moving into new positions will be offered severance pay. We'll offer a minimum of 6 months of salary, which include notice period for all rioters whose roles are going away, and more for those who with longer tenure in line with local law. A cash bonus will offer a cash bonus equal to 1 times 100% of everyone's individual 2023 annual performance bonus target, even if Rioter joined within the last year. Health benefits in locations where Riot provides healthcare. Rioters covered by our healthcare benefits will continue to be covered through their last day of employment. In addition, they'll be offered additional pay to cover their health benefits equal to the length of severance pay and rounded up to the whole month. Pay fund wellness fund. We know rioters may have been planned future expenses that would normally be covered by things like the Play Fund and Wellness Fund, so we're offering an additional $1,000 or local equivalents to cover those and other types of expenses. Interesting. So far, yeah, this is pretty nice, actually. Equity. Rioters who have received Riot shares from vesting their single vesting RSUs will get to keep them, subject to their terms and conditions. This also applies to other vested instruments. Okay, let's move on to the next. In the events of a future buyback opportunity, we intend to allow those former rioters to participate. Rioters who hold dual vested equity will have satisfied the service-based vested component at the time of exit. We will be able to vest their equity in the event we have a qualifying liquidity event within the next 12 months. But some fair monies. They are doing some things. Computer. A laptop is an essential part of finding new work. So after returning their work computer, writers will have the option to request a laptop from IT if they don't have one at home. They can keep their current peripherals like their headset, mouse, and keyboard. That's actually sick. I mean, all the monies and everything is great, but and everything too. But like, you know, just like they want to make sure that people have like a thing, a computer to keep moving. Career support. Writers will have immediate access to to job placement services for 6 months, including career coaching, networking, resume writing, and review, and more to help them translate or transition to a new job. The Writer Assistance Program. Writers will continue to have access to RAP 24/7 for 3 months after they leave Riot, which includes trained counselors who can help with emotional, legal, and financial concerns. In addition, enhanced employee assistance programs will be accessible in a number of locations worldwide. Visa support. We know changes can be particularly challenging for rioters who hold visas as part of their employment with Riot. Each situation is unique, and we have dedicated support lined up for those who need it. This includes supporting transitioning to non-employment visas where possible. Blah blah blah. All right, well, pretty nice there. We'll read this last one real quick. This is a lot of stuff. Jesus Christ, more than I expected. Riot email access. Rather than immediately cutting off emails access, which is more common in these moments, we will continue to provide access to impacted rioters for a limited time after notification. We want to make sure rioters who are leaving us this week have a bit of time to identify and unwind any personal info or accounts that may be tied up to their Riot email accounts. Interesting. Well, yeah, it does actually sound like they're trying to take care of them as best as they can, which is genuinely pretty awesome. So pretty cool. Like this guy says, being laid off fucking sucks, but at least they are trying to take care of those people. After all the layoffs and shit that's going on, at least I mean, maybe a lot of the other companies are doing similar things, but Riot is actually, you know, it's been public or publicized at least what they're doing. So, but still a yikes. Yeah. It sucks, but it's also, they're giving all those people good opportunities to be able to find jobs, be able to still be compensated while they're gone, or after, you know, some immediate time after they leave, you know, until they find something else. Like, it seems like they're trying to support them and try to do the right thing. I don't know. I feel like that it goes a long way. If you ever think about, like, you know, people who are trying to get into another job or whatever, or get into that job at some point, there is kind of a line there then that happens, is like, oh, do I actually would I want to be with that team? And then you're like, well, they do take care of people there. Like, if I do ever get laid off or something, like, I know I'll at least get taken care of. It's not the most reassuring thing, but it's at least something. Yeah, that sucks though. It sucks how much there has been of these things. I looked up Capcom after we were talking about Valve. Yes, Cyclo was talking about Valve specifically. They have had 38 layoffs since 2015. They up there. They really not effing around. Capcom's still good. Capcom was almost identical. Good. That's what I like to hear. That makes me very happy. Although that doesn't mean Capcom is without blame. Let's go through this next topic, and then we'll get into Capcom a little bit, bro. Universal is working on a new Jurassic World movie written by David Kopp. I know, everybody was like, bro, where's my next Jurassic movie? Everybody was like, that last one was such a banger, we need another one. Everybody was like, there's been 6 of these things, we should probably do a 7th. This is where I need Ron to just be outraged, but whatever. I thought this sounds like it could be pretty interesting because it's being written by David Kopp, or Kopp. I'm just gonna go with Kopp. But Kopp previously wrote the original Jurassic Park and its sequel, The Lost World, which had Richard Schiff in it. Richard Schiff played Odin in a game my bro Vash just finished up, God of War Ragnarok. I know. Yeah, there you go. It goes. We tied it all together. It appears Universal is working on a new film in the Jurassic World franchise with a familiar face attached to the project. Hollywood Reporter writes that Universal Pictures may release the film next year. Universal has confirmed to IGN that Steven Spielberg will serve as an executive producer via Amblin Entertainment, and that David Kopp will serve as the film's writer. Kopp is familiar with the franchise, having co-written the screenplays for the original 1993 Jurassic Park and writing the screenplay for its sequel, The Lost World Jurassic Park. Universal additionally confirmed to IGN that Frank Marshall and Patrick Cowley will also sign on as producers. Wow, you really tied it to me. Tied me in there. That's right, bro. That's right. That's what we do, my dude. Listen, man, how many times do the dinos have to escape before they realize it's a bad idea? I guess at least one more time. At least one more. Listen, they could be one more. I haven't seen Jurassic Worlds. Are you saying like any of the movie in the Jurassic World film? In the Jurassic World films? Oh, I hit the shit out of that thing. Or are you talking about like? Hold on, this. I need to unpack this thing. There are 2, right? You sweet summer child. There are 3. There are 3 of those monstrosities. Well, they're not monstrosities. The first one was pretty decent. I like the first one. What about the Jurassic Parks? 3? Yeah, bro, there's 3 of them. So we have 3 and 3. That's correct. That's why I said there was 6, man, and then something about a 7th. That's why I made that joke. Oh man, I barely know the originals either. Never been a fan. Listen, that's fine. I'm okay with it. I felt a little pain in my heart when you said it, but it's all right. The original one, banger. 2, banger. 3, the probably the worst of all of the films. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I fucking hate 3. 3 is the worst. 4, that's when they switched over to Jurassic Worlds. 4, pretty good. 5, bad. 6, bad. I only seen like 2 of them. Do you know which 2? Because hopefully it was one of the 3 that I said were pretty decent. Butter. I don't even know what that's about. What happened with Butter? Oh shit. Yeah, listen. If the plot differs, then I will watch. Bro, hold on. Wait, Jenna. They kind of are different. There's dinosaurs in them. That's the only thing that's the same. No, well, the first one was good, and then the 4th one was kind of a similar thing to the first one, but like they took it to another level, and it was pretty okay. And the first Chris Pratt, oh damn. So you haven't even seen 2. 2 is pretty good. 2 is pretty good. 2 pretty good. 2 pretty good. 2 pretty good. I like 2. All right. first Chris Pratt one is okay though too, like I said. All right, let's quit talking about that and let's talk about real monsters, guys. I'm talking about Capcom. That's right. Psycho is over here saying they're a great company, and for their employees they really are. For fans, sometimes they are not as much. Monster Hunter Rise update breaks Steam Deck compatibility, and the users blame the new DRM. I'll give it a gander. I hope you do. I know you know how to use them eyeballs. All I ask you is you use them to take a gander. I think this got updated, if I'm not mistaken, but that they did fix whatever it was, I think. But Capcom has been making this big stink about putting DRM, which is like I think it's like a cheating thing. I might be wrong. I don't know. But they've been like adding this to like their older games, and a couple of games it's actually breaking. And apparently it's broken the Steam Deck compatibility with Monster Hunter Rise. Capcom's latest update for Monster Hunter Rise on Steam has broken some compatibility with Steam Deck, with users reporting that they're no longer to load the game on Valve's handheld DRM. Nerds. I don't know what that's about. Oh no, my mods. Yeah, but like it's not even the mods. I think it was just that they were saying that it was even breaking like a bunch of things. Like it was actually causing some issues. Digital rights management, data resource manager, almost actually, right? Digital rights management is a way to protect copyrights for digital media. This includes the use of technology that limits copying and selling copyrighted works and softwares. Is that what this is actually? So yeah, okay. Listen, I don't think it doesn't necessarily bother me because I don't use a lot of mods. I don't actually use mods for anything, but I also don't like that, like this idea of being like too overprotective that you're causing other issues. And yeah, if you're using a mod, you're taking responsibility for if it breaks your game though. Big stinky. That's what I'm saying. Let people have fun with your games. If they want to mod it, let them mod it. I don't know. In a notice posted to Steam, Capcom acknowledged that it has confirmed an issue preventing the game from running on Steam Deck and is currently investigating. Players report Monster Hunter Rise. The game's Steam page still lists the game Rise as verified on Steam Deck, meaning fully functional. If they were in the same lobby. Okay, well then yeah, that stuff. It's how do you? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of how you stop that though. The threads about it. Yeah, if you do, throw it in the Discord. Not necessarily. You just throw it in the games one, and I'll take a look at it. But it's a licensing protecting thing, kind of. It's like it's specifically. I don't know exactly what it's gonna what they use it for, but it is specifically to try and limit some of the mods and stuff. I just know that they were adding this DRM to like older games, and that was causing some issues with stuff. I just know that it's definitely rubbing people the wrong way right now. So Capcom has been adding Enigma Protector to portions of its back catalog on Steam, including Resident Evil 5, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition, and multiple Mega Man Legacy Collection titles. The publisher also reportedly taking down YouTube videos from Monster Hunter speedrunning groups that feature modded versions of Monster Hunter Rise expansion Sunbreak. Enigma Protector is in part an attempt to restrict third-party mods in PC games. Nah, why would you ever need to mod it that much that it would break someone else's game? Yeah, I don't understand that either. That shouldn't be a thing. But I could definitely understand people playing with mods as a game. It should never interfere with anybody else's thing, and vice versa. Like, I don't think that Capcom should be messing with people's, if that's what they want to do. Oh god. Okay, let's keep on rolling. This one was also dropped in here by, oops, sorry, I hit my mic again. This one was also dropped in here by Title, who said it's an interesting article from an interview with Sony's CEO. I think the talks of PlayStation on other platforms is not as a nothing burger, but the quotes on AI and analysis of the industry is interesting. So we'll have to make sure we take a look for those specific things. Expanding its game experience to cloud platforms, mobile devices, and PC. Sony has already begun supporting Windows PCs more aggressively in recent years, with first-party titles like Helldivers and Marathon slated to launch simultaneously on PC. Wherever there's computing users will be able to play their favorite games seamlessly. While PlayStation will remain our core product, we will expand our gaming experiences to PC, mobile, and cloud. Aggressive support. I love a little bit of aggressive support, right? The convergence in computing is a mega trend, and AI is also born out of computing. So we cannot get in the way of technology, but at the same time, entertainment is a people business. For example, it is technically possible to create a movie scene in which Tom Hanks speaks Japanese with perfect lip sync. But should we? That is the question. The content that forms the basis of entertainment is creator generated and copyrighted. Creators' involvement is essential. Therefore, Sony's position AI as a technology that supports creators, and it should not replace them. I mean, listen, that's all well and good as how they're saying it, but I would like to see if that's actually if they stay fast with that. All right, I was trying to see if there was anything else that was really worth talking about, but I think pretty interesting that they definitely are trying to aggressively support, going forward on other platforms and stuff, and that they view AI as a tool to help creators, not to replace them. So I hope that's actually what they do. All right, sorry. We're gonna have to speed up a little bit through a few more of these as we're kind of running a little behind, a little more than I expected. Continue without supporting you. I don't give a fuck about you, New York Post. A New York City bound flight was canceled when passengers noticed missing bolts on the plane wing. The old classic missing bolts on the plane wing. Modders can very easily cross that line. Yeah, that's very true. They can. I just don't know. I don't know where the line is, or not where the line is, but where the other line is. Where should you allow modding, or or I don't know. Like, I feel like that's a tough one for me. Like, should people be able to mod, because it sometimes gives games like an extra breath of life and reason for people to keep on playing and enjoying games way after they're gone. But also, you know, if they are crossing the line, but how do you manage that? I think it's just impossible. So I guess their course is like, well, we're just gonna shut it down, make it so that you can't mod it at all, which I just don't know if it's a great idea though. Yeah, but how do you moderate mods, right? I feel like it's an impossible task, and they're taking what they think is the best choice, and I don't know if it is or not. A New York bound Virgin Atlantic flight was canceled just moments before takeoff last week when an alarmed passenger said he spotted several screws missing from the plane's wing. He was like, hey, I think there's supposed to be a couple of screws there. Those are just extra bolts. Storage holes. Speed holes. I love a good speed hole. British traveler Phil Hardy, who's 41, was on board flight who the fuck cares at Manchester Airport in the UK on January 15th when he noticed the 4 missing fasteners during a safety briefing for passengers and decided to alert the cabin crew. I'm a good flyer, but my partner was not loving the information I was telling her and started to panic. And I was trying to put her mind at rest as much as I could. I thought it was best to mention it to the flight attendant to be on the safe side. Engineers were promptly called out to carry out maintenance checks on the Airbus A330 aircraft before it was scheduled to take off from JFK International Airport in New York City, a Virgin Atlantic rep said. I'm a good passenger. Is that what he said? I thought he said something about it being, I'm a good flyer. Footage shot by Hardy shows one of the engineers climbing onto the wing before using a screwdriver to tinker with some of the fasteners. Oh my god. Yeah, so apparently these are the ones right here, huh? Hey, listen, it's only 4. Look at, there's at least 5 more in there, so you know you have more in than out. I think you're all right? Mods like Thomas the Tank Engine, Skyrim Dragon, sure. Aesthetics may, but when it messes with gameplay, I agree. Yeah, it's hard to. The perfect passenger, right? There was a little bit of a tough one, but I understand what you meant, Jenna. I just feel like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to moderate mods. So Capcom's obviously taking their stance, and I feel like if they're behind it, they should just stand behind it. They shouldn't keep on pretending like they don't know what's going on and stuff. But she wasn't. Now I need to look that up. Oh, you've never seen the Thomas the Tank Engine on? It's pretty wild. Yeah, this is pretty strange. But yeah, look at the guy was like, I think I can just screw him in, right? Just a little. That's it. All you got to do is just screw him back in, and you're good. Isn't that how planes work? You just, oh, is this him? Oh, Phil's a good-looking dude. Man with beard. Look at him. Yo, Shosho, what's happening? Welcome on in. How you doing? Look at this guy, man with beard. A man with beard is gonna realize some screws are not in the wing here. That somehow doesn't make me feel better. What do you mean? Bro, it's all put together with screwdrivers and shit anyway. Like, what do you expect, man? It's got to be repairable. You can't make a plane to just be flown once, or that if it ever has a problem that they're just like, I don't know, just cut the wing off. Like, you got to be able to make it repairable. So I would assume it's maybe with rivets or something that's more and less removable. That's less removable than a screw, but more removable than like welding it back together or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought this was pretty awesome. This one was also from Tidal, so I will, we'll move on. But I thought this was pretty fucking good. All right, this one's from our good friend Vash. Ah, get out of here. This one's from our good friend Vash. He threw this in here, just to make sure that we all are understanding. VR treadmills, they're coming, guys, and they're coming from Disney. Just use drywall screws, bro. Why are you not an engineer then? And that's why it took so long to board. But man's just got wings dangling. Oh, you thought that's why it took so long to board? Hell no. No. They're doing other things. I think they're like I don't know, like partying stuff, doing shots, maybe doing a quick line off the stewardess. I don't think you understand how they're getting the plane ready. Disney just reinvented the VR treadmill, and it looks amazing, apparently. Disney casually broke the news of exciting. I need to hold on. I need to get in here a little bit. Classic plane antics. Classic, right? That's what I'm saying. Disney casually broke the news of an exciting sounding breakthrough in reinventing movement in VR. The Hollow Tile is an omnidirectional multiplayer treadmill floor that could solve a huge problem with VR gaming and the metaverse, connecting body movements to the virtual world. Solutions to this problem so far have been clunky, either opting for a tethered treadmill or going free roam in a large room, where running into other players or a wall is a problem. There's also a little video worth playing. Okay, cool. We'll definitely check it out. Disney's solution is unique, appearing to be a small ball that rotates to match your foot movement. There's no need for a tether, and more than one person can use the expandable Hollow Tile VR treadmill. It seems like a perfect solution, though it's still a work in progress. All right, so this is said video. Damn, if this old guy can do it, I think we can all do it, guys. Hit the volume? Oh God, bro, I didn't think it was gonna be worth having sound on for it. All right.
I can walk on this omnidirectional floor in any direction I want.
That's what omnidirectional means.
Automatically do whatever it needs to have me stay on the floor. And what's amazing about this is multiple people can be on it and all walking independently. They can walk in virtual reality and so many other things.
All right. I felt like there was going to be more. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Finally, I can needlessly paste in a realistic way in the metaverse meeting that could have been an email. Man, you're really understanding some things. I'm already clumsy. There would be noodles everywhere. Listen, I'd be everywhere. That's how I feel. I'd be like, oh my God. Gotta love a meeting that could have been an email, right? Slow walking, I can't do that. Same. Plenty. I am right there with you. Usually people get I have to take somebody across at work or something, take them across the building or somewhere, or just somewhere over to my office or something, and I'm always there, and then I'm waiting for the person. Once I get there, I'm like, damn, I need to walk with purpose. Third old guy, the first two fell down and hurt their hips on it. Oh man. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. Gotta show an old guy. I love that they show an old guy, because they're showing that anybody can do it. Imagine running and stopping and it throwing you. Oh my God, bro, why would I want to think about that? He'd be striding. He's striding. Striding. I don't know. Oh, very cool. Thanks, Vash. I appreciate that, man. So we'll be on the lookout for this becoming, a thing that you can use in your own home with multiple people, with all your friends, because people who play VR have friends. All right, Netflix to become the new home of WWE Raw beginning 2025. So this is from Cyclo. I saw this a couple of times and I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about this or not. But I definitely, I think it was worth talking about. I appreciate it, Cyclo. And that's my new ringtone. Install a full room VR floor, right? Why not? For off-season snowboarding, that's pretty cool. WWE Raw. It does sound kind of funny if you don't know what it is. all right, hold on, let me elaborate. Back to the old times when they naked. No, hold on, wait. I can see how this comes off weird. All right, so this is Raw on Netflix. Oh my god. Okay, so hold on, wait, guys. Over here, Jenna, we grease up some big boys. All right, so Raw, WWE is a wrestling company. And Raw is one of their programs. So Peacock's not going to have Raw anymore? I don't know, actually. Oh, they will, or they will for a little bit. Oh, God. That's step one. Then we tie some ropes around poles. Oh, my God. I mean, he's actually not super wrong. I'm in. Oh, my God. Holy hell. WWE, part of TKO Group Holdings, oh my god, why? And Netflix today announced a long-term partnership that will bring WWE flagship weekly programming Raw to the world's leading entertainment service. This marks a major programming shift as Raw leaves linear television for the first time since its inception 31 years ago. Beginning in January 2025, so 1 year from now, Netflix will be the exclusive new home for Raw in the US, Canada, UK, and Latin America, among other territories, which additional countries and regions will be added over time. Likewise, as part of the agreement, Netflix will also become the home for all WWE shows and specials outside the US as available, including Raw and WWE's other weekly shows, SmackDown and NXT, as well as the company's prime live events, including WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, and WWE's award-winning documentaries, original series, and forthcoming projects will also be available on Netflix internationally beginning in 2025. Oh, exclusive. Yeah, eventually. Oh my god. So hold on, wait. WWE has award-winning documentaries on what? Listen, I've watched documentaries on wrestlers. Award-winning? I mean, they're entertaining. Award-winning? I don't know if I agree. They have some good ones. I'm not saying that they don't. I definitely find them entertaining. It's just funny that that's award winning. Like, what awards are they winning? We've been through some shit. Oh yeah, have you guys seen any of? There's Disney is doing a thing where they've been doing a live action show of Percy Jackson, which was the children's book, and a guy who used to wrestle. I can't remember his name. His real name. It was Edge when he was wrestling, but I don't know if he wrestles anymore. I haven't watched wrestling in a long time, but he is in that show and he's actually doing some acting and he was great actually. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. Man, some of those wrestlers have been through some shit, bro. They have been. I saw that movie. What is The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke? So I've seen it. I know. I've seen some sus wrestling videos. If you ever see a sus wrestling video, please put it in the Discord. We would love to see some sus wrestling. Oh yeah, right? You're seeing some things. So I think this is pretty huge. But this is, again, of course, not till next year. So don't fret just yet. Didn't mean to rhyme. But as of next year, yes, they will be over on Netflix. Who knows? Maybe this is what's gonna rekindle my sweet wrestling habits, watching habits. But it probably won't. So, all right. These last two are Netflix centric as well for some reason. And Netflix reported 13 million subscriber surge and rising revenues. While Netflix subscribers might be individually be frustrated about rising prices, canceled shows, ad-focused plans, and a crackdown on password sharing, Netflix isn't feeling a bit of it. The company just reported its full year earnings, and with it a 13 million subscriber surge and a 12.5 year-over-year revenue increase. After it all, yep, they are still fucking flying high, apparently. In its Q4 2023 earnings report, Netflix reported over 260 million subscribers, up 13 million from last quarter and nearly 13% year-over-year. So they're saying this, but they said that there could be also some. I don't know if I read it in here, if it was somewhere else, but they did say that they're probably going to be. Oh yeah! Finally, it's worth pointing out that, unshockingly, Netflix expects to keep raising prices. As we invest in and improve Netflix, we'll occasionally ask our members to pay a little extra to reflect those improvements, which in turn helps drive the positive flywheel of additional investments to further improve and grow our service. So, there you go. Don't use it anymore? How are you gonna get your WWE Raw, Jenna? For 2025, you better be ready, because Netflix is going to be raw. And lastly, Squid Games Season 2 is getting a 2024 release window, which is actually pretty exciting. I really enjoyed the first season of Squid Games, and I'd be very happy for them to do another season. I'd like to see a lot more in Prime. Hey, that's fair. I don't check out Prime enough, and I should. I be finding those good Raw clips, don't you worry. I figured you would. I don't mean it in any kind of way, but yeah, I should check out Prime more. I did get on Hulu yesterday and was starting The Creator, which is a movie I really wanted to see. So I need to think about Prime more. Netflix just quietly gave us a somewhat firmer release window for season 2 of its popular dystopian drama, Squid Games. We know it'll be out sometimes this year. Information in the middle of the annual report where it's discussed its big bold slate for 2024 and listed shows like Bridgerton season 3, Empress season 2, The Diplomat season 2, and yes, Squid Games season 2. So I'm interested to see what they end up doing with season 2 of Squid Games, because I feel like, I don't know, it's gonna be weird. Unreleased clip, I don't know what this is, bro. You can't click on everything in an article, bro. Like, that's not how this works, man. Obviously. Not sure how I feel about season 2. I thought the first one was great as is, right? That's why I'm interested to see about a season 2. But I'm always, if season 2 sucks, I'm out. Listen, I'm not tied to the thing. Watching House, I went through and watched all of House a couple of years back because I had never watched all of it, and it was pretty good. Later seasons are kind of not as good. Alive Squid Games, didn't they? Yeah, there was 2 different ones. There was a YouTuber guy who made one, and then there was like a challenge, like a what is it? God, there was like a reality TV version one on Netflix as well. I watched the reality TV one. I didn't watch the YouTuber one. Reality TV one was fine. It was definitely some trash TV stuff. All right, but with that, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the news today. We will hang out a little bit before we get into some Last of Us, but that will wrap it up for the news. Thank you all so much for coming out, and I will see y'all on the other side.